did you do that? How did you do that? Okay, today is October 27, 2017, and it's 10:13 a.m. I just came from the gym. I did legs today, legs and abs and some movement for my back. I didn't know what I was gonna do today because yesterday was my rest day. I went on Wednesday. What did I do? I know I did upper body. I think I did mostly upper body and biceps, so I didn't do legs. But my intention today was not to do legs only. I threw in my shoes, this black shoe. It's a shoe that I was supposed to throw away a long time ago. But when I'm gonna do legs, I love it so much. So when I'm gonna do legs, I tend to put it. So today, when I decided to put it, I was like, you know, I'll do some upper body and I'll mix in some legs exercise with it, like I did a couple days prior. So once I got to the locker room, I was thinking, you know, my legs have been feeling very weak. Let me just start with calf raises, seated calf raises. So while I was on the calf raise machine, I decided to record it. And the reason I recorded it, there's two versions of seated calf raises at the gym. So I did one video where I show how I tend to do it on that particular machine, calf raise machine, where I will take my toes on it. I have that video up already. It's been up for a couple months now. So while I was on that seated calf raises, and I said, let me record it, maybe I'll explain how I do this particular machine. So what I did is that I did one leg at a time, and how will I explain that? There's a video, I sort of explain how I tend to view exercise, how I tend to work my body, and I compare it. It's sort of silly when you think about it, but that's the way I put a spin to it in regard to architecture, where you know, you need a foundation to build a house, and the foundation will have to be, you know, your core, and your feet have to be stabilized and all this stuff. You can look at that video and explain and look at it and see my explanation. It may, like I said, it may sound stupid, but that's the way I sort of perceive it, because I study architecture. So anyway, to today's exercise, I didn't talk on that particular video, but while I was doing it, I was thinking, once I'm here, how I'm gonna explain it is that your toes tend to have, you know, different joints, all right, different joints for every part of the, they have a term for them, kata something, I'll look it up. Different joints, so for each part of the toes and things like that, to move different part of body, part of the. So the way I place my foot, both of my feet on the machine, is that there are times I will put my toes, pretend this is my toes, my foot on the platform on the machine, is that let's say this is the platform on the machine. right? And this is my foot. So if I want this particular joint to work, right, so I will leave these part extend on the platform, on the machine, and then I will just work this part of my toes. All right, these will stay as stiff as possible and just work this joint. All right, so that will work different part within the calf area, right? So it's like this, and I will move it to work different part. Now there are times I will put my tippy toe on the machine. Okay, this part of the joint will be working, and all these will stay as stiff as possible, and this part will be moving, right? I will use this part to help this joint to move, right? So that will work different little muscles within the calf. So on that other video that I have where I explain, you know, I rotate my toes on the machine, it's almost the same way. Okay, different part, because of the way that machine is positioned, I'm able to work different joints within the toe to help raise the, you know, the machine, the resistance. And there's a video I saw on Instagram of what is it, a ballerina, how she was able to work all of her toe joints. You know, she will stay flat on the ground, and then this part of the toe is lifted, and then she moved it so flawlessly, you know, like this and then like that, and then she ended up standing on her tippy toes. Obviously ballerina trained to do that. So this is the kind of same perspective that I'm not that flexible with my toes, but this is the kind of mentality that I have when I'm working my calves on this machine. So each joint is helping to lift the machine, and obviously different joints have different strength. You cannot really go too heavy on some of them to lift the machine. So I believe I started at 30 when I was doing one leg at no, it was 50, one leg at a time. And then when I put both leg, I believe I started at 90 because I was working different part of the joint, and then I increased it to 110, and at one point I believe I went to the next highest. I think it might be 120 or something like that. So each joint have different strength and is able to move different part of the calf area. Even your fingers, okay, you could move different fingers. You see, you could see this part of my arm, my wrist. You see different muscles moving. All right, there's, you know, let's say if I keep this, you see different part of the arm area is moving. Alright, so it's the same thing with the toes. So when I see guys complaining their calves are not growing, and I think it's some of these that they need to be to work on. Look, I'm not the most knowledgeable and fitness, but especially after my sciatica, and I've had issues with my leg, and 1 week after having that sciatic experience where my nerves was attacking, literally felt like I was being electrocuted for like 5 days in a row, and I didn't really move my legs that much. And if I was able to move, it's when there's a slight pause on that attack, and I'm able to rush to quick. When I'm in rush, it's not like I'm running. I'm going like this, you know, going to the bathroom, take a shower. If I need to cook something, I quickly do it while I'm still in pain, but the pain was not that much. So within that 1 week period, at least 5 days, when I finally able to walk to go to the ER, my leg lost a lot of muscle strength. Not just strength, visually all the muscles were gone. And when I stand and I put my legs together and I'm looking, one leg looks so skinny and the other one still have some muscle tone on it. So it's from that experience, in order for me to build that leg, Let me see if I could show you. Alright, so with it, I'm not saying my leg is perfect, alright? That's not what I'm saying. But because of the experience, I'm able to learn to work my toes on that calf machine to be able to work it and bring some sort of visual strength. It's this leg that's the problem. Some muscle tone into that leg, and that happened, I believe it was last year, I believe. Within that year, I worked this leg enough to bring it somewhat decent. Alright, and one problem I'm starting to see, it may not be a problem. As a woman, you don't want to see veins on your leg. So, you know, I've worked it very well, maybe because it's today I worked it. So while I was in the machine, I was seeing a lot of veins going through my, on my legs. And I was like, I better take it easy. I don't want it to be too muscular. So pretty much, yeah, when you're working the calf machine, the trick, I believe, is on the toe. Okay, you work different toe to help push the resistance, and you'll get different result on different part of your leg. So I'll show you that video, and you guys could make your own judgment. Like I said, I'm not the most fitness guru out there. Obviously I'm not, because my background is not into fitness, but this is my experience and I want to share it. The other thing that I recorded, I could have recorded all of my exercises, because the people that were there are usually the other usuals, but I have records of some of them, so there was no reason for me to do, and I didn't go too crazy. I did the calf raise that I recorded. After that I did the hamstring curl, the seated. I did not record that. I did leg extension, leg press, the machine to do the squat. The squat is what is it? On the machine where the pad is, so I could rest my back. And after that, there's a new machine they just had. This one I recorded. They have, maybe this is the second week it's been there. So everybody knows I have issues going like this. If you've been following, I'm not saying everybody, but if you have been following my previous videos about my sciatica, and especially when I'm in the room doing some stretches before I start doing my workout, I will explain that I cannot bend down like this. Let me just explain what just happened here. Where at certain range of motion, trying to reach the floor, at certain spots or certain range, I feel the strain on my lower back. But once I pass that particular range, I'm okay. Like I'm gonna touch my knees each time. I feel the uncomfortableness. It's not too painful. It's just this slight uncomfortableness, slight little pain, where you could feel if I go too hard, I might hurt myself. I'm gonna touch my knees once I reach that particular range, that position where I feel that uncomfortableness. And then after that, I'm fine. Once I pass that particular level, I'm fine. So there it goes. I'm gonna touch my knees when I reach it. It's starting to get better. they have a machine at the gym where the resistance, you know, there's a handle. My old gym used to have it. You hold a handle on both arms, and then you do different things, and there's a pad on the back, but I use it to do this because I know my issue is going like this. You know, at a certain range within that movement, it feels uncomfortable, it feels hurts, right? If I have to go further down, I'll have to bend my knees. All right, so what I did with that machine, I recorded it. I believe I started at 7. The numbers goes, is it, I think they are odd. Maybe 3 something, 5. So I started at 7. At the 7, I did a lot of repetition, you know, but I wasn't going crazy, going like this. I started very slow. As my body's starting to feel it, I could bend further, so I will stay down halfway and do more of the movement, you know, and you know, I just play along with it. And then I increased the weight. I believe I put 11 the next one. The 11 was really heavy. So if I was the only one at the gym, I would have lift my shirt to show you how tight my core was, my abdominal was, in order for me to pull the thing with my core, because it's the back that I'm having the issue. I want my back to do the work, right? So I really tighten my abdominal to pull it. So I record that. I did couple repetition, and then I decreased the weight, and from 7 to 11, and I used the one in the middle. I believe it was 9. I put 9, and I did couple repetitions and that, and then I didn't record that one. Once I was done with that particular machine, I went to do some oblique, and then I stretched my oblique on the squat rack. I have videos of that. So pretty much that's it. That's all I did, and I decided to leave upper body alone, and I was like, tomorrow I'm probably gonna take my son to his religion class. So while he's at his religion class, I'll go and do some upper body, whatever that may be. So that's why I decided not to touch upper body. And I said tomorrow, when if I do bring my son, it could be me or my husband. He has to go to the class no matter what. So if I'm the one who takes him, instead of coming back here, I'll go to the gym, work upper body. I don't know, you know, whatever comes to mind, I'll do. And that's pretty much it. On my way here, I ate half of the oatmeal cookies, half of it. I was gonna eat that one. I decided not to, because tonight we're eating pizza. So I said, if throughout the day I feel hungry, I could take one of those cookies and I'll eat it. So that won't hurt my thing, my weight that much. So one of the videos that I'm working on, I sort of explain it, is that for the past couple of days, every time I weigh myself, I usually have my phone with me when I go in the bathroom, when I get up in the morning. So I will record my weight. So I've been putting these videos, the weight videos together. So be on the lookout for that. I believe I'm gonna stop it tonight. After I finish eat the pizza, I take a shower, brush my teeth. Usually when I'm about to go to bed, I do my last weigh-in. So I will record that, and that will be the end of that particular video. So it should be around the 120, I'm hoping. Alright, so because my weight have been in the mid 30s, not mid, I haven't reached 135, so between 133 134. So I've been trying to bring it down. So right now, this morning, it's 128.2. So I want to keep it around 128. The highest it should go tonight is by 1 pound, either 129.2. I don't want it to go more than that. So that's that video, and that's pretty much it. And then I did stop at the Korean store to grab some parsley. I have been craving parsley for a very long time. I keep on eating it. That with that yam. The other day I went to the store, I bought a whole bunch. So I have 2 in here. So I'm not gonna eat that today because of the pizza. So yesterday was, I ate that, and then I think I ate some chips. So I have my salad ready. I cleaned it last night and put it in this. If I'm hungry, all I need to do is wash this and mix it with this, with the salad, and that'll be something I eat in between, or this. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna take a shower. Oh, money in there, don't fall, don't fall. I have change in there. That's it.